Whatever could you mean? Don't get attached to the pump. What are you, nuts? Yeah, maybe a little. But what I'm really trying to get at is I think this is probably one of the worst, maybe not symptom, that's not the right word, but maybe perspective to have on how you look in the gym is getting attached to the peak, man, right? I mean, let's say you did a crazy cut back in high school, back in college, back in whatever, when you were a little younger, and like you were diced that you were doing 2 days in football plus your own workouts. That was your peak condition ever, right? Or, I mean, just any whatever, right? Anybody who's bulked up or cut, typically they have this kind of pinnacle that they look back on, right? Which, you know, later translates to, you know, the guy telling you he used to bench 315 back when he was your age. But, you know, what can happen is then you kind of attribute that as like what you should look like, and anything less than that, it's almost so discouraging that you might not even want to try. Right, now that's taking it to extreme. I'm not saying you, but just, you know, I can imagine somebody having that thought process. And I think how it manifests the most, at least from what I can see in comments too, is, oh man, well, people don't usually say I'm afraid to bulk. It's usually, well, you know, I don't want to get like a fatter face, right? I don't want to get a moon face. I don't want to have to deal with dieting down later. I just got abs. I've got a bicep vein. I don't want to lose it. You know, it's always like, what's the price of starting to bulk up? And I'm not saying do a damn perma bulk to 300 pounds. No, I mean, I'm just saying even like minor calorie surplus for a period of time to leverage just muscle growth. You know, now this is once someone has gone through the process of, they know how to work out, they've maintained for a while, you've built a pretty damn solid foundation. But eventually, main gaining only kind of works for so long, right? You got to eat enough food to facilitate growth and recovery, and then, you know, increase your training intensity accordingly, right? So if that's the case, what happens is it's kind of like a schism where it's okay. Do I just continue eating the same amount of food as normal, training the same way as normal, and just staying where I'm at? Which, depending on where you're at lifting-wise, that could just be the goal, right? I'll get there eventually. You know, I'm no longer going to be like trying to get as big as I possibly can, and eventually I just want to stay the same kind of relative size and just maintain where I'm at, right? But I'm not there yet. If you are, good for you. You did it.